Hey everybody, my name is Jennifer. This is Metatron speaking. I'm going to be doing some quick messages today from Merlin. If you're new to this channel, I am a channeler. I connect with usually archangels, but sometimes I'll connect with Merlin or Ashtar or any other like ascended master or god or goddess that is bringing forward positive messages or messages of encouragement and love. And so I bring these to you to help you on your spiritual journey. Um, Merlin is going to have us pull from this deck, Talisman Oracle. So I'm just going to pull the cards that he wants, and then I'll take a look at them. And if you see my eye move or my shoulder twitch or any other kind of body movements from me on one side of my body, it's my guides telling me yes or no. And so you'll see a lot of movement from me. Okay, let's see. Is there any particular order you want these in? He says, no, I'm just going to start with how I pulled them. And so these messages that come through are going to be unique to who is listening to this message, which might surprise you because you're like, how would they know? How do they know I'm going to listen to this exact video? They know. They direct you to it. And sometimes you're not even watching it right after it comes out. Sometimes you're watching it like a year later, 6 months later. They know when you're watching it. Okay. So intuition. Do you want me to go cart more? Okay, I'm gonna. Is it all one message? Okay, so he's telling me that all of these cards kind of form a single message. So I'm going to show you if I can. We have intuition, we have mindfulness, we have courage. I don't know if I can hold all these. I'm not this talented. We have elixir of life and we have overcoming fear. Okay. So I'm kind of flashing these all by you guys, but I kind of want to lay them out and just look at them myself. Okay, so when you're making life decisions, when you're going through your day and you're making choices for yourself, your life is going to go so much better if you're able to take a moment, be mindful, right? Take a moment, become aware of yourself, become aware of your intuition and how you're feeling, not how you're thinking, right? Because the thinking mind is like, we should, dot, dot, dot. Don't listen to your mind. How do you feel? And make decisions based on of how you feel. I feel like he's conflicting messages with me. He says, no, I'm not. So tune into how you feel. If what you feel is that something feels exciting, something feels interesting, you would love to do that. You would love to be like that. You would love to participate in that, but you recognize that you feel fear. Again, he's like, be mindful. Be mindful that you feel the fear. You can only overcome the fear by being aware of it and mindfully choosing to be brave and to go towards the thing that makes you a little uncomfortable and a little out of your comfort zone. So do not be afraid to take action based on how you feel, and do not be afraid to face the things you fear. Okay, I'm going to pull cards from another deck. I'm going to do this one. He gave me 3 decks. 3 decks, so it'll be like 3 messages, and I think he'll probably do this one the same way where he's... Are you going to do it the same way? Yeah. Where all of the cards kind of contribute to a single message versus sometimes you can read cards and you want that one. And each card is like a total separate message from the others. So it just kind of depends on how you read them. If you are interested in communicating with your guides, one of the best ways to start developing your intuition and developing your relationship with them, or deepening your relationship with them, is to get yourself a couple oracle card decks that you like and start pulling one card or 3 cards or 7 cards for yourself every day, and you'll see that your guides have messages for you within those cards. And so that's a good way to kind of tune into them daily. Okay, we got big cards here. Big cards. And he gave me 5 of them, and so I can't hold all of them at once. Okay, so inner child. So we're referencing traumas. Inner child wounds do not have to be from the current lifetime. Inner child wounds can also be from past lifetimes. To be honest, unless you're going to someone who's like deciphering what's what, you might not know the difference, because our current lifetime traumas will always mirror our past lifetime traumas. And then there's other traumas that maybe aren't present in this lifetime, but we're still carrying them. So inner child, so this is just gonna be like all of your wounds, right? All of the things in each of us that still need healing. That's what we're gonna call this. And so how do you want me to, let me show you the cards. I know what he wants me to say, but I have to. So here's the strange thing. Let me put these up a little bit at a time. The strange thing, or I guess what seems like it's strange, we have an eternal self, and we have taking back your power, and we have rebirth, and we have sanctuary. So when I get messages, most of the time I'm not getting like word for word messages. If I was, I could just go bleh, and I could just tell you what the message was, right? But I get they give me the message in the original form, like it's in the original energy, and I have to translate the energy into English, which is like, it's ridiculous, because they're basically giving me like telepathic answers, and telepathic answers make so much sense, and then translating it into a speaking language is making less sense. So help me out, Merlin. Okay. So think about the traumas that are in each one of us that still need healing. He's starting to talk. Value your eternal self. Your eternal self is your soul, your energy. This is what is forever. This follows you always. Your soul never dies. Your soul never ends. It just changes, and it keeps incarnating in different bodies, in different places. But you evolve. You evolve. And Merlin is telling us that this is the right time for you to evolve past the things that have hurt you. Look at this wound in her heart chakra. This is a good time for you to evolve past the wounds that are holding you back, because when we have trauma, the wounds that we receive normally have a lie attached with the wound, right? Somebody we go through a divorce, and then we attach this storyline with the wound. The wound is, ooh, that hurt to be divorced, that hurt to be rejected. But the storyline might be, I am not worthy of love, I'm not good enough as a spouse, or I'm not whatever. You might attach all different kinds of lies to this. So evolving past the lie is what you want to do in order to have a rebirth and grow from that into someone new. Where's the other card? There we go. The best way to heal your wounds, I mean, you can go and you can get services, right? Like, we have all kinds of services that help with trauma, and we are absolutely happy to help you with your trauma if you want to do like an Akashic Record service or healing with Metatron or something like that. But much of everyone's trauma is only something that they can heal themselves through time and effort and awareness. And that means taking time to go into the sanctuary of yourself, taking time in the quiet to listen to how you feel and to assess what your situation is and to allow yourself to feel the feelings that are tied to the trauma. Do you need to feel anger? Do you need to feel sadness? Do you need to feel rejected or jealous or anything else? And it's kind of digging through that darkness that is the space where you can come to conclusions that can lead you to rise up again and have a rebirth. And that's how you take your power back. Because when you're in the hurt, when you're in the trauma, you feel powerless, right? You feel powerless. And your emotions make you feel powerless. You have to feel the feelings and process the feelings in order to come about a greater understanding, a higher wisdom, and this is what allows you to take value from your suffering, and that is what brings you more power and brings you more wisdom and more understanding. Okay, so that's his second message. And I'm going to do one more message, and I don't know how I'm going to do it because I feel like this deck is really hard to read. I love it because I am obsessed with Pegasus, but it's kind of tricky to read sometimes, I think. The past couple times they've been giving me messages using this deck, um, they've been like really creative with the messages, which is harder on me, the reader, right? Because I need clues sometimes to help me out, especially when I'm doing it live and in the moment and I don't know what's being said. Okay, he gave me 1, 2, 3, 4 cards. And I'm going to have to read into these because look at these cards. Look at these cards. Fountain of Pegasus, which is super beautiful, but obviously has no direct relation to us. So let me show you these cards. Oh, that's weird. So Fountain of Pegasus was like this little tiny waterfall. And now we have White Pegasus of the Sacred Waterfall, which, hello, these are like the same horse. We got the White Pegasus at the top of the waterfall and then like at the bottom of the waterfall. What else do we have here? I already know where he's going with this. Pegasus of the Emerald Heart. That's beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, literally, look at these. Mandala of Pegasus. I'm going to have to really think about this in order to pull the message out of that one. Okay. Do you care where I start? You do. Don't be like that. That's where you want me to start? Okay. What he's showing me with this is like a mirror that's placed this way. I know it's hard for me to show you. A mirror that's placed this way that's like reflecting this horse. And so he's showing me if you've ever been into like a fun house of mirrors where it's like, you go to a fair or something like that and there's a bunch of different mirrors, and when you look at yourself in one of the mirrors it makes you like really fat, and then you look at yourself in another mirror and it makes you like bent to the side, and another one will make you like really skinny. And so the mirrors are fun because the mirrors distort the truth, and it's amusing to us as human beings. But this is not talking about amusing distortment. This is talking about, this is talking about wounds to your heart that are distorting the truth. And so this is tying back to that last message that I talked to you about. So this is, you've had trauma that has you distorting the way you're seeing yourself. And so what Merlin is showing us is water and a white horse. So the color white is associated with purity and a high vibration. Water is associated with clearing and cleansing. So he's showing us you need to clear these energies from you. There's no reason for you to hold on to these. I have previous videos that talk about water. I talked to Poseidon not that long ago, and he was mentioning all of these processes that I've been given using water that are used to like clear energy and heal energy. And these are also available on our website. If you were to look in the like empowerment section of our website, we have a bunch of teaching tools in there and videos. I'll have to link some of that under this video. So yeah, there's a process that you can use with water to clear your trauma. And so that's what he's recommending to people, is to use that process. And it's something that you can use either with like your drinking water. You can use this with bathing water, like you're taking a shower, you're taking a bath, or you can literally just like visualize taking a shower, taking a bath, standing in a waterfall. And you can use the process in any of those ways to help remove trauma from you. And that process will only remove trauma that you've already processed. So think about the other cards I showed you. You still need to take time, go into the sanctuary of yourself, listen to how you feel how you feel. You still need to do that. But once you've processed it, this process with water allows you to release the trauma. So that's going to help you. And it's something that you can use every day if you want, every week, every month, however often you feel called to use it. And it's going to help you to continuously clear, lower, denser, heavier energies from you that are holding you back and are possibly distorting how you're viewing yourself and viewing the world. And so this beautiful card is like the end goal. We want to heal the heart. We want to balance the heart. I want to soothe the heart, because look at this. It is the center of your being. It is radiant. And it's just the entire life force behind the eternal self, or behind the soul, is your heart energy. And so when your heart is healthy, all of that's what you're saying. Yeah. He's like, when your heart is healthy, that's like everything. The heart energy is how you is the center of your being. It's how you do healing. If you're a healer, it's based off of the heart chakra. It's where you do magic from. It's where you do everything from. You need the heart. The heart energy is really what separates light workers and people who are working for not the light. That's really what separates us, right? Because light workers need to be radiating love and connected to love in order for us to take care of ourselves and potentially take care of other people. Okay, so these are the messages that I have for you. I want to make all of you aware that I have a service, and I've had it for quite a while. It's called the Spiritual Journey Consultation. It is a session where it's a Zoom call, basically. You can sit down with me one-on-one, and if you need assistance with being mentored in a specific area of your spiritual journey, I can help you with that. If you're about to make a big life decision and you have a lot of questions about which choices may serve your best interests more than another, I can help you with that. Or just any questions that you have. You know, who are my guides? What are my gifts? Anything you have to ask about your spiritual journey, or if you want to tell me about your experiences and get a little bit more information on uh, what was going on in those experiences. A lot of people have dreams where they're having things going on, or they're having visions while they're meditating and they want more information on it. I can help you with that in that session too. So that session is available either as a 30-minute segment or a 60-minute segment, depending on what your needs and your budget allows. And it's just a good session to help verify things for you and encourage you into the right direction so that y- so that your spiritual journey can be kind of more efficient and more fun. Because when I was starting out and I was on my journey, I would have killed. I would have killed to have somebody who could have really answered my questions, who I could have gone to and been like, "Look, I'm experiencing this stuff and it feels like it's absolutely crazy. Like, what does this all mean?" I didn't have anybody that I could go to for that, so I really had to kinda, like, figure it out on my own, and so, it takes longer when you're trying to figure it out on your own, um, and obviously it all worked out the same way, but man, I would have loved to talk to somebody and get verification. So, if you're interested in that service, I'll link it down below, and this is all that I have for you guys, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.